Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of High School Quiz Bowl competition here on Katie Quiz, brought to you by GBU Life. I'm Ray Petlin. I have the honor of asking questions to some of the brightest high school students from around the region. And today we have a great matchup for you featuring teams from McGuffey High School, Grove City High School, and Ringgold High School, and we like to jump right into the competition. So first and foremost, all three teams have 100 points on the board, and we're going to add to that in a round we call the Player's Choice Round. In this round, there are 5 picture-based questions prepared for each team. 25 points is awarded for a correct answer. There are no deductions for incorrect answers. We call it Player's Choice because there are 3 categories to choose from, and our categories today are American authors, the human body, and painters. Randomly selected to go first is our team from McGuffey High School. And McGuffey, which of those categories would you like?
Human body.
The human body it is. And McGuffey, here we go with your first question of the day. This organ contains 3 small bones called the hammer, anvil, and stirrup.
Eardrum.
The judge says we cannot accept that. Just the ear or inner ear would have been accepted on that one. Here is your next question. What organ can be affected by cancers such as basal cell carcinoma and melanoma after heavy UV exposure?
Skin.
Skin is correct. This organ can be affected by the diseases such as glaucoma and conjunctivitis. What organ that contains the retina is responsible for sight?
Eye.
The eye. A nephrologist specializes in what bean-shaped organs that filter waste and produce urine?
The kidneys.
The kidneys. And finally, this organ's SA node contains pacemaker cells. What organ pumps blood through the body?
The heart.
The heart is correct. And going 4 for 5 in that round, you start your day off with 200 points on the board. Very nicely done, McGuffey High School. Up next is our team from Grove City. The 2 categories we have left over are American authors and painters. Which of those categories would you like?
We'll take American authors, please.
American authors it is. And Grove City, here we go with your first question of the day. Madeline kills her twin brother Roderick for burying her in the title structure's walls in a story by what author of The Fall of the House of Usher and The Telltale Heart?
Edgar Allan Poe.
That is correct. The sisters Amy, Beth, Meg, and Jo are the title characters of what author's 1868 novel Little Women?
Louisa May Alcott.
That is right. What author who used the pseudonym Diedrich Knickerbocker wrote about Ichabod's crane's disappearance in the legend of Sleepy Hollow?
Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Great guess, but that was Washington Irving was what we were looking for on that one. Jim sells his watch to buy combs for Della's hair, but Della sells her hair to buy a chain for Jim's watch in what author's story, The Gift of the Magi?
O. Henry.
O. Henry is right. And this novelist wrote To Kill a Mockingbird and won the 1961 Pulitzer Prize.
Harper Lee.
Harper Lee is correct, and you went 4 for 5, also starting the day off with a very nice 200 points. Great job, Grove City. Ringgold, you are up next. The category we have left over for you is painters. And here we go with your first question. What Dutch artist who painted sunflowers while in Paris with Paul Gauguin cut off his own ear?
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh is right. What Spanish surrealist included elephants with spindly legs in The Temptation of St. Anthony and melting clocks in The Persistence of Memory?
Picasso.
That's a great guess, but Salvador Dali was what we were looking for on that one. What American artist included an advertisement for Philly cigars in his painting of a restaurant titled Nighthawks?
Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol is a great guess, but that's Edward Hopper on that one. What female Mexican artist who depicted the aftermath of a bus accident in the painting Broken Column depicted her unibrow in many self-portraits?
Frida Kahlo.
Frida Kahlo is correct. And finally, this artist was widely noticed for his drip technique of pouring or splashing liquid household paint onto a horizontal surface.
Fresco.
That is a good guess, but we were looking for Jackson Pollock on that one. You went 2 for 5 in that round. That adds 50 points to your score and takes you to 150 to kick off the day. And it is pretty close to get things going here after one round on KD Quiz. When we come back, we're going to meet the teams and head right into the KD Quiz knowledge check right after this.
KD Quiz is brought to you by GBU Life, providing life insurance, annuities, and community support since 1892.